This song sure is catchy. I should upload it to YouTube so everyone can listen to it.
Ash, you numbskull! What do you think you're doing?
What's with the bite?
That's not important. What is important is that you are going to take someone else's song and upload it as your own.
So?
That violates copyright.
What's copyright?
Dimwit. First enacted in 1787 under the Constitution, copyright in the United States is a legal concept that protects the work of artists and other owners of original content. Copyright creates a balance by protecting intellectual property from being misused, which harms the owner of that property's profit. But it also provides regulations for people who want to use their work so they may do so without having to pay for it. If the use of the copyrighted material doesn't fit those regulations, there can be severe consequences. Violating copyright law can land you in court, and you may have to pay a fine.
Sorry, Misty, but I don't get it. What does this have to do with me?
It has everything to do with you. That song you were about to upload to YouTube is original content. It's protected by copyright. You can't use it, Ash.
But I've seen people use stuff like that all the time, and they don't get into any trouble.
There are a couple explanations for that. When using copyrighted material, you can either pay for it, or make sure the way you use it falls under fair use.
What's fair use?
The fair use doctrine allows anyone to use any work regardless of copyright, as long as it fits the necessary criteria. This criteria helps to determine whether or not the use benefits society enough that copyright can be overlooked.
That sounds really vague. Isn't there an easier way to tell if something is fair use?
But of course, when in doubt, refer to the 4 basic components of fair use. The nature of the work being used comes first. Is it fiction or nonfiction? Using facts is more likely to count as fair use than using another person's ideas. Second, how much of the work did you use? When it comes to fair use, my motto is the less the better. Third is the character of the use. Did you repurpose it or just repost the original work? Finally is the effect. Does your use of the copyright material have an effect on the work's original market? If so, it's probably not fair use.
It's still kind of confusing.
Then you should refer to the best practices, which are guidelines that detail general scenarios in which the practice definitely falls under fair use. Best practices are different for each kind of media and each group that uses it, but they most commonly apply to online videos and songs, like the one you were just about to use.
So is there any way I could use best practices to upload that song?
If you were to comment on or critique the song alongside playing it, you would be in the clear because that is one of the best practices.
That sounds like way too much work. I wish copyright laws weren't so strict.
Well, there are definitely people out there that agree with you. Some people have even started a movement called copyleft to oppose the tight grip that people have over their work with copyright. They believe that overbearing strictness of copyright quells the creativity of people that wish to use copyrighted works.
They're nothing but whiners. Copyright does nothing other than protect the work of owners. Without strict rules, no one would be inspired to create original content because it would just get stolen.
This is making my head spin. Meanwhile... Jesse, is that a photo of us?
How am I supposed to know? Just grab it and we'll find out. I can't believe they would use this photograph without our permission.
They're clearly violating copyright. Let's mug them. What's going on? We're going to sue you for violating copyright law. You used this photo without compensating us.
No way! We repurposed it by turning it into a wanted poster. It's fair use.
You annoying copyright abusers are always trying to sue people. Don't you know what happens when you try to abuse copyright?
Please do tell.
You get blown up.
We would get blown up? It would take a full-blown nincompoop to believe something that's...
Boom.
Looks like someone tried to abuse copyright.